Hey, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be trying to figure out that noise that I showed you guys in the first video. So those who don't know what sound I'm talking about, my kid was here and he started moving stuff around. But you hear that noise? So we're going to be figuring out that noise, right? So this first thing we had to do is, you see those little pieces right there? Those little levers? I have to push them back and this lets this thing come out. So we kind of basically just like push this in like that. I can hear that sound again. And then push this one and see how this just comes right out. This part right here. It looks like it has 1, 2, 3 Phillips screws. So the way I'm going to test it to see if it's making noise, I'm going to see if I could make the sound happen again. I'm going to grab a screwdriver, hear the noise, letting the sound travel through the screwdriver. So what I mean with the screwdriver is basically tapping it and putting my hand over it like that and putting my ear right here in my hand. Old school guy taught me that. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, you're gonna grab the screwdriver and like put it right there and put it against the part. So like if it was making the noise from this, I just go like that and try to find the sound to make sure it is coming out from that part. It works really good. Looks like there's another servo back here too. Someone had mentioned that there was 4 of them, but I don't see the other 2. But definitely I could see this one and the one in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to make the sound and see if it comes out of this one first. If not, I'll go to that one. Okay, it's making it. I definitely hear it from this one right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove these screws right here. I'm gonna remove the plug and then go ahead and take these guys out and then see to take this guy apart and then we'll go from there. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take these off. I think it'll be easier to unscrew this and then remove the plug because the plug is like up here. So that's how the part looks. You guys can see where the screws go, right? 2 on top and 1 on that side. I'm gonna go ahead and cycle the key and see if the other one makes any noise, just to have an idea. Maybe it doesn't make any noise or not, just to test it out, you know, because I'm kind of curious about that. So far, I don't hear any noise. Turning on the AC or the heater. Yeah, the heater because it's super cold out here. Changing the modes, but nothing's happening. So maybe it is that one that we just took off. So we got it out. I found on the Facebook group. They're really, really helpful. I'll put a picture of that Facebook group that I found. But a lot of the guys were really cool, and they told me to take it apart and clean it up in the inside and put some dielectric grease in it. So we're gonna go ahead and try that out. So hopefully that fixes the problem. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it apart right now. Clip right there, right there, and right there, and right there. So 4 of them. I'm gonna use this little trim piece to take it off. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the next one. You could probably use, of course, a flathead screwdriver too, but I just thought this was a little softer just in case. Sometimes my hands are, oh, see that? I just broke that. Dang, that's not cool, bro. So y'all be careful. Dang, that's not cool, man. Oh, snap, that's another one. Wow. What the heck, man? You guys be careful taking this thing apart because I already broke 2 clips off. I want to see how that works now. Probably could basically like not even barely touch this thing. Probably leave that one in there. Use my hand for that. There's some more clips right there too. So I'm gonna pull this out with my fingers. Man, I keep breaking this thing. That's not okay. There you go. You guys don't do what I did. I broke like 3 clips. I'm not a professional. I'm just learning on the way, man. And I made that mistake. So you guys try to avoid that mistake from doing that. You see that plate right there? It looks like it has space on this side right here to sit on there. You see that? That's just on you guys. I'm just trying out. Yeah, I felt it move. Okay, let's test that out. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this back on there. Yeah, there's a lot less movement like that. Maybe I could try a little bit more. Okay. Go ahead and put this guy back. You guys can see there's no more play. I'm gonna go to the store and buy some grease because I thought I had some, but it's a different type of grease. I'm gonna go ahead and lube up whatever I can right now. Okay, just got back from the store. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is pull out one of these right here and give it some cleaning and then add some new lube in there. That's what the guys were telling me in the Facebook group, so that's I'm just following instructions that they told me to do that has worked out for them. So I'm just working and trying to figure this out myself. So just trying to help someone out there. Even though there's videos on YouTube that you'll get some good information too, but you know, doesn't hurt to have another video out there, right? I'm gonna add some grease. Then we'll add some to this shaft too, I guess. Just a little bit. Clean it out a bit. Okay. All right, so now put this back the way it was before. Make sure these little contacts are touching in there and this slides right on there. Cool, so as you guys know, I broke a lot of these clips here. Do not do that, be very careful. You know, that was a big accident that I had. I was being careful, but I guess I should have been more careful. Looks like there was some lube in here, so maybe it'd be a good idea to add some in here. Maybe right here too, because I see some old grease right there. Okay. Okay. I lined it up right here. I saw a picture online, so I just went ahead and lined it up that way. So we're gonna see how it is once I put this back together. Cool. All right. Let's go ahead and go install it and test it out. Just quick thing right here inside these little grooves, I'm cleaning it, and I'm gonna just put some new lube in there too, because it was kind of black in there. So I'm gonna just go ahead and clean that area right here, and also this little shaft right here. I don't know if you guys could see that, but I'm gonna go ahead and wipe out this area, wipe it down. See how it looks kind of dirty in there with that old grease. So I'm gonna go ahead and wipe all that area down and just go ahead and re-grease it too, all right? Okay, what I did, I just put grease where it had grease already on it. I just took off the old and put new on it. So you just can see, just in case you're trying to figure out where I was putting grease at. It's kind of hard to show you guys. Okay, here's a close-up. You guys see this metal thing, this where I'm touching out right there? That one and this plastic one that you see. The tip of this one on top you have to push it up. Put it on there. Try my best to show you guys, like so. And then the metal shaft, you have to put it inside the groove of that too. Of that little area where we lubed up. You see that? So that one and the top one has to go inside of there. Okay? So you put it like that. Make sure they both are grabbing. Make sure none of them fall off. It's kind of hard to do with one hand, but doing my best to show you guys. So, oh, I see where I'm caught up. I'm caught up right there. I have to let this guy, like that. There we go. Okay. So they're on there. I'm going to hold it like that. I'm going to put the camera on its stand, and then I'm going to go ahead and put the screws back on, all right? I'm going to go ahead and put on this top one first. You definitely need a small screwdriver to fit in here. A Phillips screwdriver. Okay, now I could let it go. Let me show you guys a little bit more in there. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish putting on the screws. So they're all installed now, so we're gonna go ahead and test it out now. Oh snap. There's no noise no more. It's gone. Looks like everything's working. I'm gonna take that thing off. You see that? Okay, so I'm gonna turn on the blower motor. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm just testing out. I don't know what that is. I think something is covered somewhere. I don't know. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm testing out every single one of these guys. If your air coming out from the top and bottom, okay, that should just be just the bottom. Yep, I feel the air on the bottom. That should be the bottom and the windshield. Yep, windshield only. Yep, only windshield. Cool. I wasn't getting any air before on the windshield. Heck yeah. All right, so that wasn't such a, it was easy, but I think I do suggest you guys to take pictures first before you take it apart to see the way everything's lined up. That's something I usually do, but since I had the camera in my hands, I didn't even think about it. But just take pictures of it. When you do take it apart, make sure you do it very carefully. How I showed you in the end, keep your finger on the clip down whenever you're taking the servo apart, and then pry it open just to keep it from keeping that finger down there. It's just to help it from breaking off the way it did with me. So try doing that, lube it up, align that little shaft. I don't know if that was part of my problem where it had so much play in it, but carefully tapping it with the screwdriver, it looks like it worked out really good. The lube, if you already have lube, it's just it's a free fix basically. It cost me $6 and some time, and of course to show you guys how to do this, you know, it took a little longer that way, but you know, so if those who have that problem with that noise, I had a problem with that motor. It could be a different motor. I don't know how it will go with the other ones. Maybe it's about the same thing. So the next thing we had to do is just put this thing back on. So all you do is push this little in right there. And then the other one too. Push it in. Oops. My poor camera. But anyways, it's in there. And that's it, guys. Forgot to mention that with that one group on Facebook that I found, that picture here, I'll show you that picture right here. They really helped me up a lot. There was a bunch of comments. So if you guys have questions, you know, join that group if you have the Altezza or IS300, you know. So thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you guys till next time. All right. God bless.